y'all, what it is, what's up? It's your boy Corrosive, and I'm back at it again with some more League of Legends. Why? This is just gonna be a simple Vod review. I'm cutting to all the important stuff, all the fights. You know what I'm saying? Good, the bad, the ugly. That's why we're here today. We're here to learn. If I'm gonna be honest, before we get into what I got in store for you guys today, League of Legends honestly been ruthlessly beating my ass every time I play. Right now I'm in the down on a decline, but it's alright because that always happens while you learn. You're not gonna always have great success, and if you stress too much about perfection, you'll never succeed. So yeah, I'm just here to generally trying to figure out what characters to play in the top lane, because genuinely I just play whatever comes to my mind. Like, I don't know who is meta right now. Obviously the new character who I'm playing right now is pretty decent in the meta right now, but if I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, I only want a one trick Riven. If it's not Riven, I don't really want a one trick. I want to just like have a variety of characters in my Duffy, in my bag, right? And so yeah, I'm trying to learn more characters because Riven right now in the top lane is ass. So that doesn't make me happy. I always hate the meta where Riven kind of struggles in her lane and like other characters thrive more. Like whenever Garen is really good in League of Legends, I get like really irritated because that just means my characters are really shit. But I digress. We're playing the new guy on the block today. Why? Because I actually dig his style. If you don't know now, you know I really fuck with cultivation, and his whole aesthetic screams cultivation to me. So I said, fuck it, why not play him? So I'm learning him right now. This is probably like my third game with the guy right now. So
those who look with darkened eyes see only
again, this laning phase was a little slow. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to focus more on focus on my CS, focus on him really making mistakes and capitalizing on those mistakes. So this early phase was really slow for me, which I personally hate. I don't really like slow phases. If you guys saw my last video with Riven, I start off hot. I start the game off, trying to see if I can make him jump for real. And this game was again a little bit different with my style, but you see me, I got him in the tower, I got him to take one tower shot. I feel like I should have been a little bit more aggressive here, trying to force my advantage a little bit more in his face, but that's the thing with this character too, is that you gotta understand that you have a revival passive, right, that you get throughout the entire course of the game, right? So I have to just remember to play to that strength, right? To constantly be in their face, constantly hitting them to get my stack up to where if I do so happen to die, I can't revive, right? And you'll see throughout this game that revival aspect of this character is why he's clutch, in my opinion. It's almost like playing Kled, you get that courage stack, you get Skull back, and all of a sudden you're ready to fuck somebody up again. It's a fun time. I'm not gonna lie, the character is really fun, but again, I don't feel like one-tricking him, even though I genuinely could, but I still want to do it. Not. I don't know. I just want a one-trick Riven. If I one-trick any character, it's gotta be Riven. I'm gonna lie. But yeah, you see me, I got that kill. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we're going into, back into the laning phase. Obviously, I skipped the whole back process. Why are we gonna pay attention to that? Another problem that I face is just trying to CS with like longer range characters. I hate getting poked when I'm trying to do my work. You know what I'm saying? When you get prodded every time you're trying to get some money, it's just irritating in my mind. It makes you wanna fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? So like trying to dodge all these Qs, trying not to get the rage stacks, as one would say, in my mind. So I keep my lead, because again, even in the early phases, though you have one kill, it's very easy to throw your lead, right? Especially in this meta right now, this really easy snowball meta. tides can change, and my goal is to just be used to keeping my lead, maintaining my lead, so that way when team fights come, I am an asset and I'm not a liability. I feel like that's the big thing about my elo right now, is that even when I win my lane, you know, if one person loses their lane and another person messes up the fight, it kind of just ruins everything for everybody. You know what I mean? And for me personally, I just want to win. You know, and if I have to kill 3 people to be able to successfully win the fight, I want to be able to say I can do that. And you know, even though I really shouldn't have to, I really should just be playing my position correctly, and then everyone else do their job, right? And then, you know, it should just work out. But that's perfection, right? And we can't focus on that. We can only focus on what we can. But yeah, lane phase again, it's gonna go a little bit slower. Why? Because long range champ, don't want to really make too many mistakes into him, and also I want to make sure my CS is good. You see me, I'm slow pushing here. Why? Because I want to keep him in my tower range, because again, fighting a long range character under tower just does not seem like a good time. It's not fun.
Is bloodshed all you crave?
See, and when he used his little shield there to get like the empowered auto attacks, I could have actually engaged on him there, started a fight that would have been in my favor. Again, in this video, I realized that I'm being a little bit too passive in certain instances, that one being one of them, because I could easily just continue the fight there, lean heavily into my revival passive, and then just, you know, go to work. But you know, you see me, I decided to engage him there, and I did a pretty decent amount. Puts me in the lead in the lane, gives me a little bit more pressure. I honestly should just click ult, all in him in there, all in him here, and then just, you know, dominate the lane, start my snowball a little bit more aggressively. But again, being a little passive, that's never a bad thing. It's just know when to pick your shots, right? No matter what character you are, it's all about picking your shots.
Farther still to fall, higher yet to rise.
This when the lane gets like this, where I get too close to their tower and I'm really aware of it, I just want them to push up. But if they're educated and they like hold under tower, it's just super annoying for me. I just want the jungler to come, gank from behind, and then I could probably push the minions in the tower. I didn't actually need to flash there, because again, you see that I have my passive ready, so I could have just walked out, and if the tower killed me, I would have revived. But again, it's just not realizing how strong that passive is, and that passive really makes the character. So yeah, as again, learning process, I'm probably not going to use flash as often when I play this character, because again, once that passive's up, I don't have to worry about anything. I'll just come back. This character has 2 lives if you play him correctly. Oh, and he whips ult, and I get the kill there. And I'm glad I'm not the only one who kind of like struggles at the point blank fights, because I don't know what it is. It doesn't even really matter what the size of the character model is, but at a point it just becomes hard to click them. I don't know what the deal is. I feel like I'm hovering the character model, and I'm just spamming the right click, and it's just not working. And I'm just kind of like, bro, what? And you're walking around them while they're beating your ass. This doesn't make sense. But he whips his ult there, and that's why he died. Oh, I mean, not the only reason, but you know, I hate everything. He missed one thing. You know, it is what it is. See, like the fact that he used his empowered auto shield thing right there, I should have just engaged on him and killed him, but I still decide to engage him on the tower. If my tower doesn't shoot him a couple times, it doesn't, which is fine. Again, just trying to focus on CSing trading. Obviously, you see me going in for a fight here. Why? Because this man is low. And I wasted Ignite. I could have all-in'd him. But again, like, I don't know what about it. I'm really just trying to be safe, trying to be passive here. Not really trying to make too many mistakes. Trying to keep my lead, you know, even though kills are kind of like really important in this current meta, I feel like can't forget the small stuff. What's gotta keep my CS up? Oh, and here is where I actually get mad at the game, because I'm over here backing and he kind of does like a little sneaky drive-by on me. While my mini screen is up, I try to escape, get hit with ult, and that's all she wrote for me, which is a little unfortunate. If I would have, again, if I was confident in my attack, I actually could have procced my passive. I wouldn't have died, and then it would have been him who I died. But you know, you see me, I come back into the lane angry. I want to see him back in the respawn, and as you see, he's done.
This age forgets the ways of war.
I think I was being a little cheeky. I mean, my back was turned. It's fucked up. I said, nah, let's run it back. Run it back. I see the jungler behind me. If you guys are paying attention on my mini map, again, map awareness is important. I have my jungler pulling up. Unfortunately, the Amumu had his stun, which was good on him, but, you know, who wants to fight an Amumu under tower? And then you see the Ash arrow, the huge Ash arrow whiff. Everybody's trying to set up, you know. Set up for what? Destruction. Destruction. See, I'm trying to back. I don't really want to fight, but the guy here is kind of like forcing my hand. So again, in this instance too, me being safe was just so bad. If I would have just flashed in his face and just continued the fight, even though we're both low, again, I would have killed him 100%. Or even like flashing the ult would have been nice, but hindsight's only 20/20. Okay, so now we're getting to the phase of the game where I wanted to try practicing my team fighting aspect with this character, and I feel like that's where he really shines again, because he is an engaged tool, right? And he's supposed to soak up a lot of the damage for his team. That's what I believe his kit is supposed to be utilized for. So, you know, I am trying to engage for my team, even though I feel like at this point in the game they're kind of being a little scary. They're kind of backing up a lot, you know, even though we are in the lead. We should be playing a little bit more aggressively here. I want to kind of promote that aggressive thought, that aggressive action by being that engaged tool. So I try to get it go in on their mid laner here, and then as you guys see, I'm just kind of getting CC chained. My teammates aren't really going in. Yeah, and then I subsequently die. But we did get a trade kill off the jungler from that, but yeah, you guys can see that part. we basically skipped a whole bunch of CSing and a whole bunch of like trying to bait people into fighting, but nothing really happened. But now we're in their base, trying to make a break for it. As we break their inhibitors, it's looking really chill right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of just like a slow smushing of uh, of the opposition here. Get a kill here, and then look, the passive actually comes in crazy handy here. Again, this is a good demonstration of how it can be a very good knife tool even, but you know, setting that up with your passive is going to be really, really tricky. I managed to get the timer. Yeah, we back off here because obviously you stay, you die, so yeah, gotta go fast. Obviously, like learning, you know, character synergies is a really like interesting thing. I run with Yasuo a little bit this game because my Q can set up his ult, and that wombo combo just is nasty for those who don't expect it, right? So, just being wary of Ash arrows, man. Like, I feel like in this game or in this meta right now, CCs are just crazy. Morgana binds, Fiona, some crazy Ash arrow, and you know you're just worse for wear. This here is me baiting so hard because I realized their whole team is following me. Their whole team wants to kill me because of one reason. I am the engaged tool. I am the strong arm of the team. And you know what I said? I said, fuck it. I'm going in. I'm trying to get my passive here. I'm tired of everybody trying to fight me, trying to jump me, bro. You know what? Let's see what it is. And I set the perfect trap for them. I managed to get my passive up as the Urgot gets his ult on me, and I managed to revive. My team kills everybody while they're focused on one target, little on me. And they lose the game off it. Insane work. But yeah, like I feel like this game was just a perfect example of playing your position, understanding your character, and then capitalizing to gain success. Alright, but that y'all is gonna be the end of the video. I am Corrosive. Thank you and goodbye. 1700, catch me live on Twitch Thursday, Friday. I'll see y'all there.